Bonjour et bienvenue. Que vous êtes magnifiques. Good evening. Merci de vous rassembler tous aujourd'hui. My name is Marie-Gabrielle Ménard. I'm the Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Women and Gender Equality, l'honorable ministre Rechie Valdez, qui est avec nous. Je suis ravie d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui sous ce soleil décomplexé. Nous sommes bien entourés de vous, members of parliament from all parties, senators, our Prime Minister, le très honorable Carney. Et je ne l'ai pas vu, mais on m'a confirmé que Mme Diana Fox Carney était également parmi nous aujourd'hui. C'est réjouissant de vous voir en si grand nombre réunis sur la colline du Parlement pour marquer le début de la saison de la fierté au Canada. Une saison qui en chevauche deux, le printemps et l'été. On peut y voir là un symbole de trait d'union. Je laisse 3 petits points ici. Une saison qui se veut ponctuée de célébration, de réflexion et de solidarité. L'occasion aussi d'honorer la résilience, de saluer le talent, de reconnaître les précieuses contributions des communautés LGBTQ2AIA+, à notre pays. En ces temps troubles, où il reste encore du travail à accomplir, tous ensemble, pour qu'on puisse célébrer un Canada où toutes les personnes puissent évoluer en sécurité, dans la dignité et dans la pleine expression de leurs identités. Monsieur le Premier ministre, je vais me permettre de vous citer. On fait un petit retour dans le temps. Last year, June 10, 2025, I quote, "The fact that we are raising this flag sur la colline du Parlement means that love already won." Monsieur le Premier ministre, je fais, comme des milliers d'autres, le choix de vous croire. Do you? C'est avec beaucoup d'émotion que j'accueille une personne très importante pour rendre hommage et marquer le coup d'envoi de ces célébrations. La vénérable aînée, Mme Verna McGregor, qui va pouvoir nous accompagner avec bienveillance et lumière dans le début de ces célébrations. Merci, Mme McGregor.
Madame Verna McGregor. Bonjour à toutes, à tous. Allô, Kwekakina. Hop. Madame Verna McGregor, c'est pas trop tall. Hello, everybody, and I'd like to welcome you again to our traditional lands here. This place is I mention this often, this place is très spécial, and it's that confluence, that center here, where we would meet here prior to all these buildings being here. It represents a place of balance because of the confluence of the rivers. The Chaudière was so sacred. The islands are sacred. But one of the biggest teachings too, I always talk about this medicine wheel here, that regardless of our differences, our beliefs, our backgrounds, our languages, that what we share is the earth, the water, the fire, and the air. But also, too, what the elders talk about is that we come here, too, for our own assignments, our challenges, and our understanding. So I think, too, gathering here today is so important. So I'm just going to say a little prayer to honor all of you and honor our ancestors, too, as, again, we're moving forward. So I say, miigwech, o jeni gashke tochama and dose konshe non go mamwe kakena pamadzajek deniswa gonshe we dokwa kakena chimino pamadzwach chiminoyag Chiwana kiwa, jena begis, we dokwa kakina. Migwachonje kakina gagishen danoje mam de gain in the kimanon. I should kakina ete kijagon kizas to be kizas a shijanung shuck. A shij we do quack and Gino and Doganog, Nimishom Sanon, the Gokmasnon, a shijin dabano jishuk, a shijin Gino and Doganog in his wagoshe. Kasheshquat neguete semen, a shich kana noj guch neguete semen, Schwen mishnon, migwech, ya migwech, migwech. Migwech is thank you, say merci en Algonquin, and I say it 4 times to honor the 4 directions, the 4 seasons of your lives, and the 4 colors of people. Initially, that again too, it's that diversity that enhances us. I always say that if we're all homogenous, life would be pretty boring, would you say? So I wish you a great day, everybody. And miigwech, merci, thank you.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Parliamentary Secretary Ménard. Thank you, Elder McGregor, for opening our event today. Monsieur le Premier ministre, Madame Diane Fox-Carney, chers dignitaires, chers collègues, tout le monde ici aujourd'hui et le soleil, je vous remercie d'être avec nous pour célébrer le début de la saison de la fierté qui commence bien et qui commence avec le lever du drapeau de la fierté sur la colline du Parlement aujourd'hui. Alors, je me présente, je suis Martine Hébert, sénatrice au Sénat du Canada et membre du caucus parlementaire canadien de la fierté. Je serai ravie d'animer cet événement avec vous aujourd'hui et aux côtés de mon collègue, le secrétaire parlementaire, de la ministre des Pêches et le député de South Surrey-White Rock, M. Ernie Klassen, à qui je cède la parole.
Thank you again, Elder Verna McGregor and Senator Hébert. Happy Pride, everyone. I am pleased to join you all today. Also, I represent the nonpartisan Canadian Pride Caucus. We work to raise awareness of 2S LGBTQI+ issues amongst parliamentarians, and we act as liaisons in parliamentary diplomacy on 2S LGBTQI+ issues. I am so excited to be here to share this moment with all of you. Joining us today are the Right Honourable Prime Minister Carney and the Honourable Rechie Valdez, Minister of Women and Gender Equality and Secretary of State, Small Business and Tourism. Following remarks from our speakers, we will raise the intersex inclusive pride flag, followed by a photo opportunity. I would now like to welcome my colleague, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Rob Oliphant.
Merci Ernie, c'est vraiment un grand plaisir d'être ici avec tout le monde et spécialement pour les partenaires qui viennent des autres pays, pour those among us who are here for the Dignity Roundtables, the events that are happening. And it's a reminder that while we have won rights in this country, we still need to win rights in other countries, and we stand in solidarity with all of us in the whole world. Quand j'étais ici pour la première fois ici pour le drapeau pour fierté, il y a presque 11 ans maintenant, c'est vraiment une grande mesure d'affection pour l'autre Premier ministre, mais aussi pour le Premier ministre aujourd'hui. We have in our Prime Minister, il est constant, il est persistant, il est toujours fiable et est toujours avec nos communautés. Le Premier ministre est très honorable. Mark Carney est un grand supporter de tout le monde ici. Merci pour votre appui aujourd'hui et demain aussi.
Okay, there we go. Alors, c'est le moment. Well, good afternoon, everyone. What a pleasure. I would like to thank Elder McGregor for opening this ceremony in the good, where'd she go? Good way. She's opening, are you opening another ceremony? She's gone. She did amazing yesterday for the Governor General. Thank you, Rob, for the introduction. It's a great pleasure to be joined by members of the Canadian Pride Caucus, MPs, senators, the Deputy Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Landsman, thank you for being here. Staffers, fellow Canadians, visitors, all of us proudly, soon, under the Pride flag. Some of you under smaller versions of the Pride flag. Il y a près de 50 ans, le drapeau de la vérité. Ce n'est pas vrai, c'est pas vrai. Il y a près de 50 ans que le drapeau. C'est un moment. Merci beaucoup pour ça, mais c'est un moment de la célébration, c'est un moment de fierté. Il y a près de 50 ans, le drapeau de la fierté a été hissé pour la toute première fois sur la place des Nations Unies. Il a flotté dans les communautés du monde entier avec un message simple et universel. Il y a de fierté à être qui on est et à aimer qui on aime. Il y a 10 ans, presque 11 ans apparemment, presque 11 ans, que... OK, on va... OK, c'est 11. Je suis un politicien. C'est 10? Non, c'est 11. Alors, presque 20. Non, il y a 11. 11 ans, le drapeau de la vérité a été hissé pour la première fois ici, à la colline parlementaire. Il partage un autre message. Peu importe que vous êtes ou qui vous aimez, vous avez votre place ici au Canada. That's right. Because our fundamental message, our fundamental insight as a country is that unity does not require uniformity, that our strengths to be nurtured, not risks to be managed, that the visibility of our differences is not an obstacle to belonging, but a substance of our mutual respect. Now, our country didn't arrive here easily or quickly. Progress hasn't been linear, and it's not always guaranteed. And the 2S LGBTQI plus community has had to fight, let's be clear, has had to fight for every act of inclusion, every mark of representation, every right, every freedom, every measure of equality. It was within my short, I'd like to say short lifetime, but within my short lifetime, the Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau amended the criminal code in 1999 to decriminalize homosexuality in Canada. 3 decades later, over 3 decades later, 2005, Parliament passed the Civil Marriage Act, making Canada one of the first countries in the world to recognize marriage equality and make it the law of the land. We've continued to make progress in the years that followed. Openly queer Canadians have served and are serving as mayors, cabinet ministers, senators, premiers, because again and again, 2S LGBTQI plus people refuse to accept a system that did not see you, hear you, or reflect you. Because brave individuals met discrimination with determination, adversity with resilience, and shame with pride. Now, malheureusement, cette histoire et cette lutte ne sont pas terminées. Nous vivons dans un monde plus dangereux, plus divisé et plus intolérant. Les droits durement acquis des communautés de LGBTQI+, ne sont pas seulement menacés, ils sont en train de reculer à travers le monde. Le Canada n'est pas à l'abri de cette haine. Même ici, même maintenant, des jeunes et des adultes vivent encore dans la crainte d'être véritablement eux-mêmes. Au Canada, les personnes de LGBTQI+ restent sous-représentées dans notre démocratie et sont bien plus exposées à la violence au sein de leur communauté. Cela dit, comme j'ai dit, la fierté est une célébration, mais c'est aussi un engagement, celui de rester vigilant quant à ce que nous devons protéger, d'être honnête face au travail qui reste à faire et d'être déterminé à l'accomplir. Our government is determined that everyone who wants to celebrate Pride can do so safely. In the last budget, we committed ongoing, stable funding to ensure safe Pride parades across the country. And I'm looking forward to taking advantage of that in a few short weeks. We're working directly with organizations such as Fierté Canada Pride to help parades meet the costs of that increased security. And, well, Pride season comes and goes. Our commitment to ensuring safety and dignity does not. That's why we've committed $47 million towards the 2S LGBTQI+ Community Capacity Fund. And I want to thank the Minister of Women and Gender Equality, Rechie Valdez, for her leadership in committing that financing. It's financing that will help organizations across this great country build the skills, the resources, the capacity they need for even greater impact. Over 110 projects, over 300 partnerships across Canada. Grâce à ce fonds, les organisations communautaires ont été en mesure d'offrir des programmes, des services et de soutien de plus de 100 000 personnes. 100 000 personnes. Nous bâtissons un Canada qui n'est pas seulement fort, mais bon. Un Canada qui n'est pas seulement prospère, mais juste. Un Canada qui n'est pas réservé à quelques-uns la plupart du temps, mais qui est pour tous, tout le temps. You know, I'll finish by observing that the creator of this flag, the Pride flag's creator, Gilbert Baker, once said, "We are a global tribe. We exist absolutely everywhere, but we are not free everywhere." When he created this flag, he didn't trademark it because he felt it belongs to everyone, everywhere. So we raise the flag in a few moments as a symbol of that belonging, as a moment of celebration, yes, but also as an act of vigilance, and as a beacon to all of those who are not yet free. For those of us who are now living freely, may it also be a reminder of the responsibilities that come with that freedom, to defend them against those who would diminish them, and to keep building a better, more just, more inclusive Canada, open to welcoming who we all are and open to all that we can be. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Wow. Wow, wow. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Premier ministre, pour ce discours très inspirant pour l'avenir du Canada et pour l'avenir de la communauté. Maintenant, j'aimerais céder la parole à l'honorable Madame Rechie Valdez, la ministre des Femmes, de l'Égalité des genres et secrétaire d'État aux petites entreprises et tourisme.
Thank you, Senator. How are we doing today? What a beautiful day to celebrate this amazing opportunity here. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Bonjour tout le monde. I hope you're wearing sunblock. Thank you to the Prime Minister for your words and your leadership. And it's an honor for us to also be joined with Madame Diana Fox-Carney. And I'm so happy that both of you are sharing this moment with us. Before I begin, I want to make sure to thank Elder Verna McGregor for opening today's event and for sharing your wisdom with all of us. Thank you to our MCs, Senator Martine Hébert, Pride Caucus co-chairs Ernie, Klassen, and Senator Christopher Wells, and PS Rob Oliphant, thank you all for your tireless advocacy for the 2S LGBTQI+ Canadians. Je veux saluer mon secrétaire parlementaire et collègue proche, Marie-Gabrielle Ménard, pour son partenariat et son engagement dans ce travail. To our amazing parliamentary colleagues, members of Pride Caucus, the community leaders, advocates, allies, organizations, and most importantly, the 2S LGBTQI+ Canadians who are with us here today. Today is about you. It is an honor to join you here in Parliament Hill as we raise the Pride flag and mark the beginning of Pride season for Canada. For many Canadians, Pride is a celebration of community, a celebration of courage, and a celebration of people who have fought to be seen, to be heard, and to be themselves. But Pride has something much more. Pride began as a protest. It began with people speaking up, showing courage, and demanding the freedom to live openly and authentically. That history matters today more than ever before, because it reminds us that progress is never guaranteed, that inclusion requires effort, and that the rights and freedoms we value must be protected, must be strengthened, and passed on to the next generation. And as Minister of Wage, I've had the privilege of meeting with the 2S LGBTQI+ Canadians and frontline organizations in communities right across this country. I've heard stories of resilience and determination, stories of people finding acceptance, finding opportunity, and finding themselves in community. But I've also heard concern. Concern from young people, from families, from community leaders who are seeing a rise in hate and discrimination. Many people who are worried about their safety and the progress that has been achieved can be so easily lost. And in moments like these, solidarity matters, and that is why your presence, despite this heat today, matters so much. Yes. Because when we raise the Pride flag on Parliament Hill, we are sending a very clear message to the world. You belong. You are valued, you deserve to be safe, and you deserve the freedom to be who you are and love who you want to love. Mais ce message doit être soutenu par les actions, car la sécurité n'est pas optionnelle, c'est qui rend la participation possible. It is what allows people to contribute their talents, pursue opportunities, build businesses, support their families, and reach their full potential. And as the Prime Minister has announced, our government is investing $3 million over the next 2 years through Fierté Canada Pride to help Pride festivals across Canada strengthen their security and safety measures. And yes, woo! Organizers should also be focused on bringing people together. Communities should always be able to celebrate safely, and above all, no one should have to choose between visibility and security. This investment is part of a broader commitment through our budget of 2025, investing $54.6 million over 5 years and $10.9 million ongoing to support the 2S LGBTQI+ organizations across Canada. Les organisations qui fournissent les services, bâtissent la communauté, soutiennent la santé mentale, créent des opportunités et aident les gens à s'épanouir. I have seen the impact of all of your work. I've seen it firsthand. Like organizations like the Canadian Queer Chamber of Commerce, which helps entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale their businesses. Organizations like the 519, which connects people to support, community, and opportunity. This work strengthens communities and strengthens Canada, because when people feel safe, they participate, and when people participate, communities grow stronger. And when everyone in this country can truly contribute their talents and their ideas, Canada grows stronger too. So to all the advocates, I see you. to the organizers, to the volunteers, to the community leaders who make this work possible. Thank you every day for showing up, for creating spaces where people feel welcomed and supported, and most importantly, for building a stronger Canada. So as Pride season begins, let us continue showing up for one another. Let's continue to choose community over division, to stand up against hate wherever it appears, and to build a Canada where every person can live safely and authentically. La force du Canada vient de son people, de tous de ces gens. Happy Pride, everyone. Bonne fête à tous et à tous. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Merci, Madame la ministre, pour ce discours. Maintenant, je vais vous demander d'accueillir quelqu'un qui dévoue beaucoup de son temps à la cause et au travail et à la collaboration entre les parlementaires sur la cause de LGBTQ+. Et j'ai le plaisir, donc, d'introduire M. Ernie Klassen, secrétaire parlementaire du ministre des Pêches et notre coprésident du caucus de la fierté.
I would just like to say a big thank you to our Prime Minister and to Minister Valdez for the amazing leadership that they show for the Pride and the LGBTQI+ community. I'd like to introduce my friend, my colleague, Senator Christopher Wells. He and I are the co-chairs for the National Pride Caucus, and we're so proud to represent all of the people here, allies and people who identify within the community. Thank you so much for being here. We're now going to hear just a word from Senator Wells, and then we'll go right to the flag raising.
Well, we know it's hot, and maybe this is part of the heated rivalry phenomenon coming to Canada. I thought we might see the fleece today, but obviously it'd be melting a bit more, so we'll look forward to the re-emergence of the fleece, or perhaps like the Stanley Cup, it could go 1 week to each member of the Pride Caucus to take it across Canada. We know it is a national symbol now, but this is a day to celebrate. This is the day to celebrate not only Pride, but to celebrate Canada, to celebrate your parliamentarians who stand day after day after day behind the human rights, the advocacy, the support for U.S. LGBTQI+ communities from coast to coast to coast. We know we need to do more, and we'll continue to advocate on your behalf. We always invite you to contact the members of the Pride Caucus, but I'm not going to stand in the way of what we all came here for today, which is to raise this flag, to show our values as Canadians.
Alors, j'inviterai maintenant le premier ministre, la ministre Valdez, le sénateur Wells et le secrétaire parlementaire Klassen à prendre place pour ce grand moment que nous attendons tous et pour lequel nous êtes réunis aujourd'hui. Hissez le drapeau. Le drapeau est maintenant hissé. Bravo. Bravo. Alors, ceci met fin donc à la journée, à ce moment. Oui. Alors, je vais laisser la parole, la fin, au coprésident du caucus de la fierté.
Could we invite all parliamentarians to come forward for a photograph?
Ouais. On the stage. Ouais. Alors, merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci d'avoir été présents, le premier ministre, Madame l'aînée, les ministres, les dignitaires. Bonne journée. Continuez à célébrer la fierté avec le beau soleil.